August 13th, okay. Half of the month of August is gone already. Wow, time flies. Okay, let's silence your phones. I already did mine before I left home, so I don't forget. And our agenda, okay, it's a little harder to read with this, but it's financial report, membership, lab improvements, Computer Club Matters, classes, and feature presentation. Feature presentation may be different than what you expected. Okay, financial report. We started July with $13,101. Income $390, and I'm not going to read every one of those numbers. Ending balance for July was $13,315. And then our CD, $5,279. Petty cash that we have in the lab for change and things. So our total cash is $18,694.94. Major equipment purchases, which I don't think is going to change much for a while. But that's, I guess, all the expenditures for the lab desks, monitors, the computers. $20,036.04. And so we came in, you approved $24,000, we came in well under budget. And then for Grafton Food Pantry donations, so far this year, since January, we've given $824.72. So thank you for your donations for the coffee. Computer Club pays for the coffee and donuts, and everything we bring in goes to the food pantry. Our membership, as of a week or two ago, was 1,347, and it's growing. Our lab desk, you've seen this picture before, still looks the same, but you'll see a better picture later on of the whole lab. Computer Club Matters. Again, our hours still pushing Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't know how Wednesday's been going, but Tuesday night has been picking up. We've been getting a few people coming in for that. So that's encouraging. Hate to show up there and just waste our time, just sitting there for 3 hours waiting for somebody to come.
Our largest crowd.
Feel like the Maytag repairman sitting there sometimes. So yeah, the lab will be closed today, which is one of our normal lab days, but then we have our subgroup meetings that are held in the computer lab. Apple group meets the second Tuesday of each month at 2 p.m. Photography group meets the first Wednesday of each month at 7 p.m. Now, look for our half-page ad. We haven't done this in quite a while. Created an ad for lifestyles. But we're entitled to 2 free half-page ads in lifestyles per year. So look for our half-page ad in the September Lifestyles magazine. We're going to have an open house two times, Tuesday, September 15th from 6 until 9. Now these are our normal open lab periods. So we may be helping people during the open lab, but it'll also be open for anybody to come in and just look around and learn more about the lab. And Wednesday, September 16th from 1 until 4 p.m. Again, another open lab period at Meadowview Lodge in the lab. Now again, this is going to be in lifestyles, so it's more generic for everyone. Discover what's new with the computer lab. Stop by our open house, and you can get a little bit of just a view of the whole lab here. And then I put the lighter image behind it. So a lot of them are closed, some of them are open, and same thing here. And so they're working out really nice. We still have a couple of minor issues to work out with them, but it's come along very well. But our open house, all residents are welcome. Bring a friend, stay as long as you like, check out everything that the Computer Club has to offer, and enjoy a snack. We've talked about maybe some Costco cookies or something like that. So it should be good. Computer club classes, well, again, we have no classes in July and August, but we may have something coming up. So, Ralph, you want to say something?
Well, the same old story. We're still looking for teachers, but it's coming around. In October, we're going to have 2 classes on Apple Watches, 1 on Apple products, 2 on Android computers and our phones. I mean, and we're still looking for people to do some additional classes. You'll be receiving a note shortly when it comes out from Susan. I really would like to find somebody to do a mail merge class in October, getting us ready for Christmas, just in case you want to spend 86 cents to send a Christmas card out. And you can print a bunch of labels, or if you're just going to send out a letter. The mail merge really works nice for doing labels. We've been doing it for several years, and it's handy. Now, some people say, well, you ought to write them. Well, if you want to send 15 out, it's a different story. If you send 100 out, that's a lot of writing. So think about it. If you know how to do it, get in touch with me. My name, my phone number, and my email address is going to be in the note coming out. And I'm sure, Ken, you know how to do it, don't you?
Mail merge?
Yeah.
I have done it, but I haven't done it for a long, long time.
We haven't presented it for a long time, so yeah. You probably was around when maybe you presented it the last time, I don't know.
No, I think
that would be a really good class to have. And if there's anything that you can think of that you feel like sharing, we can do it in the lab, we can do it by Zoom, we got a license. So keep in mind that we really want to improve on our classes in the coming future, because that's one of the reasons that you join the club is to learn. And that's how you learn, by coming into the lab and working with somebody, watching fix something with your computer, then you can do it the next time. But if you go to a class and say, I didn't know you could do that, because I don't know of anybody that knows everything about everything. So you're not going to be able to learn something, and even the teachers learn something when they do it. So hopefully you'll give that some consideration, because it's really easy. And Ken has offered to help you with whatever that you come up with. I mean, even if you're going to talk about flying 747s, you've never done it, we said, I'll find out how to do it. So keep that in mind, we're going to help you.
Well, there's a lot of technology in the 747, but that's not something the computer club is going to help you with. Okay, our classes are free for all club members. Remember, if you come into the lab for assistance, remember to bring your usernames and passwords when you come to the lab, and for hands-on classes. If it's a hands-on class like for your phone or something, you need to bring your password to get into your phone or get into other apps. So make sure you bring your passwords with you so we can help you with any questions you may have. And definitely when you bring in cell phones and tablets for recycling, because we can't erase your data from these phones and tablets unless we can log into them. So we need you have to be there to log in, and then we can go into the area where we can erase them, or you have to give us your login, and then we can get into there and erase all of your data from them, because we don't want to send these devices out with your data still on them. So that's very important. I think another way with Apple, I think I've heard that if you remove that device from your Apple account, I believe that also erases your data. So another thing you can do, but you have to be able to turn it on. If it's been sitting in the drawer for a year, you need to try and charge it up and try and get into it. And we'll have the same problem, so we'll need a charger to take care of that. I think. Okay, this is something that I was thinking about the other day. Whatever happened to Windows 12? For a long time now, we've been talking about, we're not going to buy new computers until Windows 12 comes out. Well, we got tired of waiting and we bought new computers. But what I discovered is there's no official release date for Windows 12, and Microsoft has no plans to launch it. There were industry rumors in 2022 and 2023, but Microsoft never officially announced it. So we've just been going on rumors. An update that was rumored to be Windows 12, codenamed Hudson Valley, which included AI integration and other features. Those features were rolled into Windows 11 as an update. So we already have some of the things that were supposed to be Windows 12. Now, hence the 25H2 version and the newly released 26H2 Windows 11 versions. So those are things that were supposed to go into Windows 12 that we're getting now in Windows 11. Leading industry analysts and Windows reporters estimate that 2027 is the earliest realistic time where Microsoft might even announce a Windows 12. 6 years passed between Windows 10 and Windows 11. If Microsoft sticks to their similar cycle, 2027 would mark 6 years for Windows 11. Now, as we know, Windows 10 reached its end of life in 2025, or 9 years after its initial release, and they're still updating it for 2 years after that, so who knows what they're going to do. Windows 11 hasn't even announced its end of life yet. Remember when Microsoft announced that Windows 10 would be the last version of Windows? Does everybody remember that? Well, that wasn't true. It's kind of like, yeah, when the tollways are paid for, there won't be any tolls. Yeah, okay, we bought that one too. I'm confused, but then it appears that Microsoft is the source of that confusion. Okay, our main presentation, unfortunately, I look around and there's nobody from the library here. I found out yesterday, and they sent me an email on Monday telling me that they wouldn't be here. And I hadn't seen it, and I called them yesterday to let them know, how to get into the building and everything. So she said, "Oh, then you saw my email," before I had a chance to say anything. I said, "No, I hadn't." She says, "Oh, well, yeah, we can't make it." I guess she had something that she had to do. She had to go to Wisconsin for something, a family thing, and so I said, "Well, isn't there somebody else?" And there's one lady that had done it before, and she did an excellent job. And so she's she's assigned to the desk. Well, I told her there were two of the library board members that were supposed to be here today, just to see that presentation. So I said, "I'll have to tell them that you couldn't make it." And well, then she got a little upset with me, and hey, that's the truth. So in any case, so that presentation isn't going to happen because I don't know enough about their digital media. So our main presentation will be something that we talked about at our board meeting. And next month, well, you saw the announcement for the open house. Our monthly meeting would be just before that. So there's a presentation that I had given to Neighborhood 31 about what you can do in our lab. And the board thought that that would be a good refresher for everyone to see what you can do, because you come in for help with things and you don't really look around to see what else is going on. There's a lot more other things going on in the lab. So they thought, yeah, it'd be a good thing to do that, and especially before the open house, so that you could actually walk in and see all this stuff. Well, I didn't have much time to come up with another topic since the library canceled on us, so you're getting that presentation this month. So this is what I did for Neighborhood 31. And it was well, you probably saw it if you read the newsletter, you probably saw that it was a successful presentation. Their meeting was over at the Oak Elm Room, so I asked them to come across the hall, and I gave them a walking tour of the lab and explained everything. And they were grabbing applications. I had to print more of them. And then quite a few of them joined, so it was productive. And I announced it at the President's Council, and thinking, oh, maybe some other clubs or neighborhoods might want to have that presentation as well, and I'd be happy to do it. Okay, introduction, me, a little bit about my career and history. Triton College, the Army. I worked at the Association Sun City for a couple of years as a computer tech. Huntley Community Radio. I was the technical director. I was volunteered there for 10 years. And so I was responsible for all of their equipment. So that was Sun City, and I think I said this in the newsletter as well. The Sun City Computer Club is unlike any other charter clubs. We are a group of people who understand technology and exist to help club members who need assistance. We get nothing from it. We just volunteer, and well, we do get something from it. We get the satisfaction of seeing people relieved to have their problems taken care of, and they walk out happy. That's our goal, and usually we're successful at that. Where else can you go to get questions answered or advice on technology purchases? Also, the Computer Club has 2 subgroups that I mentioned before. The Apple group meets the second Tuesday at 2 p.m. Photography group meets the first Wednesday of each month at 7 p.m. Both excellent groups. So if you have any interest in either one, show up, and there's no special joining or anything. You're a member of the Computer Club, and those are part of the Computer Club. So just show up and take part in it. What are the benefits? Technology can be complex, as most of you know. And most technology devices you buy today come with little or no documentation. Now, I bought this e-ink monitor that's a lot of technology in that thing, and it comes with this little pamphlet with a font so fine you need a magnifying glass to read it. And that's about all you get with any technology today. So if you buy something and you get that little pamphlet, bring your technology into the lab. We can help you get started with it. If Bluetooth earphones or anything, and we'll get our magnifying glass out and we'll read it, and we'll get you set up. We're here to help you get that device started and to help with any questions you may have after that. We'll assist you with any of your technology needs. We've improved our lab with new desks, computers, and monitors. One of my goals is to offer more classes to use that new equipment. We spent a lot of money there. We need to use that equipment. And so I know in the newsletter, I saw that it mentioned that we want to, one thing that we've not done for a long time, maybe ever since COVID, maybe even before that, basic computer classes. And the impression was that, yeah, everybody knows that already. And we don't need to do that anymore. But that's not really true. I mean, if people pay attention to the people coming in the lab for help, there's a lot of need for computer fundamentals. So we need to offer a class on that again. So that's one that anybody using a computer that's been using it thoroughly for quite a while could probably teach that. And we do need instructors. We can't do it all, or I can't, and I have ideas for other classes. He said Android watch, there really is no Android watch. There's all different brands that have an Android app. Samsung has a watch, and it works better with Samsung phones, but it'll work with other ones as well. Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. Now, it's surprising. I've been using Excel and Word for decades, but the library offered a class on Microsoft Excel. I think it was 3 sessions, and I attended that. And I'm self-taught. And when you're self-taught, you just kind of target your learning. So taking a class, you learn a lot of the basic fundamental stuff that you missed by being self-taught. So it's beneficial to attend an intro Excel class or Word. So yeah, a lot of ideas for classes. If anybody thinks they might be able to help us with that, we would really appreciate it. All our monthly meetings are streamed live on our YouTube channel. I've mentioned this before, but this again is for Neighborhood 31 and any other neighborhood or group that would like to. Our monthly meetings are streamed live and saved on YouTube Our YouTube channel is Sun City Huntley Computer Club. And when you search that, you'll see that little icon. You can also view the video of the last meeting on our webpage on the Sun City website, Computer Club page. A recent topic was, what does your car know about you? That was last month. And I got a positive response on that one. People liked that, and they got a lot of good information. If you missed that, you can go back to YouTube and watch it again. There's years of videos out there, so you can see most of our meetings that we've done for quite some time. You can also find club information on our digital signage displays outside the computer lab and outside the Hickory room over here. And this was our lab, the lab tour. And I started out and if you need any documents, these are all, there's applications, there's incident reports, there's other, I don't know what else is in here. But this is our main door that you come in. Usually it's open when we're open. I was there when there was no one there, so the door was still closed. If you haven't been there, you come here and you sign in. You just scan your ID card at the scanner. If you're ever wondering when your membership expires, you scan your ID card, and it'll tell you in the corner of the monitor right there when your membership expires. So you can always check that. Just walk in, bleep, and then just tap cancel on the monitor, and it'll go away. Unless you're coming to log in, then you continue to log in. So sign in, and then you have to select why you're there, and if you're there for computer repair, computer help, I think it'll print out a sheet that you need to fill out, and usually people don't fill it out and leave it up to us, but you can fill out what your problem is, what your question is, just in general terms. We're not looking for any technical jargon or anything, just in basic terms, what your problem is, what you need, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, a better picture of our lab currently, with some of the desks open, some not. Oh, that was when we were still under construction. You can see some of the junk here, the tools and things. But it's looking really nice. I'm pretty proud of it. Okay, some of the things you can do there. Scanning stations. Now we've got 2 flatbed scanners. This one, I know you can scan slides, negatives, and that one is a very high resolution. There's another device we have that you can scan those things at a lower resolution, but still good resolution. And I thought about it this morning. I would tell people, well, try both and take it home and look at it and see which you prefer. But I think maybe we should do that ourselves. We'll scan some things on these and scan some things on the other devices and let you look at them and compare the resolution rather than you have to go through that process. So we'll work on that. Let's see, here we've got a couple film scanners there and there that are very high speed. I think they're like something like, what, 1,200 an hour or something?
Yeah, you get 3,000 in 3 hours.
Yeah, so 1,000 an hour.
Yeah.
So you just put a stack of pictures in there and it just scans them. Doesn't matter if they're the right way. You can turn them in software later, or if some are landscape, some are portrait pictures. You just put them in there. It'll scan them no matter what. So really nice scanner equipment. This printer, I'm not even sure if it works anymore. We haven't used it in quite a while, but we bought that because it will print discs, CDs and DVDs, print on printable discs. So if you created a CD or a DVD, which most people don't do anymore because most computers today don't have those drives. But that's probably one reason why that thing hasn't been used much. So the ink may be dried up on it, I don't know. Our video conversion station, we started out, we had 2 devices that, if you have VHS movies at home, you can put a VHS tape in there and a blank DVD and just push the dubbing button and it'll copy the VHS to the DVD. Now it's a real-time process, so if it's a 2-hour VHS tape, it'll take 2 hours to copy it, plus a little bit for finishing up. But, and then we have the ability to plug in other devices like this for some of the smaller digital video tapes that we can record to DVD as well. But then, because most people, well, you need to do that if you have VHS tapes, because most people don't have VHS players anymore. But technology moves so fast that most people, a lot of people anyway, don't have DVD players anymore. So then we bought this device that you can play a DVD in here, and you plug a USB flash drive into here, and it'll copy it onto there. Now again, that's a real-time process, but it does a good job. So anything that is on HDMI, the HDMI cable, the regular TV video cable, from here is plugged into there, and it records it. It's a really nice device, and we've had that for quite a while, and it's been used somewhat. So, yeah, if you have any DVDs that you can't play anymore and you want to convert them to something you can play on your TV or on your computer, and we put it on a flash drive, take it home and you can watch it again. Now, there's the other film conversion station. Now, this is the other device, and we have 2 of them that you can scan slides, negatives. You can scan frames off of 8mm film, but I have never seen anyone do that. But it does a decent job. And that's the other one I was saying. We need to scan on this one and the other high resolution one so you can see a comparison of the 2. And this one's fast. The other one, it takes a couple minutes per slide. This one takes a few seconds per slide. You just push the slide in, click, click, click. So it's very quick. These 2 devices are 8mm film scanners, and they'll do regular 8 and Super 8. But they're slower than real time. They take a picture of each frame. If you remember 8mm, the frames are just little tiny. And I've done, well, this is a 7-inch reel. If that reel is full, that takes 4 hours to do, which is longer than one of our lab periods. So usually we leave it running and it'll stop at the end. The little 50-foot reels, I think they were, those take about a half an hour to do. So it's a time-consuming process, but it's well worth it, because this does an excellent job of converting those films. And if you have any of that, you need to get that converted, because the stuff is drying up and it'll fall apart eventually. So yeah, if you have any of those, come in and talk to us. We can help you take care of that. And we have an audio conversion station. Under that cover is a turntable. How many of you still have a turntable? Probably not too many. I do, yeah. And a couple of you. But if you have a record that is not on CD or anything, you may want to convert that to some way to play it on your computer, or burn a CD. Also, a cassette tape player. We have had people that had some thing that they recorded themselves of some family event or something, and they wanted that, so we recorded that to the computer, and then we could burn it to a CD or put it on a flash drive for them. And one thing that I did with this process, with the record, I have a 78 RPM record that I don't know how many of those people that have turntable will do 78 RPM. Mine don't. But I was able to record it with a program called Audacity. And I played it, I don't remember if it was at 33 1/3 or 45 RPM. And if you listen to it, it was very slow. But that program has the ability to just one click and it converts it back to 78 RPM. So we have the ability to do that. If you have any old 78 RPM records that you need to convert, we can do that. We have an iMac computer in the corner, the front corner of the lab. It doesn't get used much, I don't believe. It just sits there waiting for someone. Somebody walks in and sitting there, pick me, pick me. But it's a nice computer, very capable. So if you want to know anything about a Mac or something, it's there. Check it out. Now this is something probably not a lot of you have seen. This is our surgery room. We've got 3 stations where we can work on computers. This is where we rip them apart and change parts and do all kinds of things to them. If a hard drive dies, we can replace the hard drive, reinstall Windows, or it's mostly Windows that we work on. So we have these cabinets here contain a lot of spare parts. So we have hard drives that we've taken out of recycled computers and erased. So if you don't want to go out and buy a new hard drive, we can take a hard drive out of the used pile and set it up, install Windows, and get you back and running again. And if that one dies, you just bring it back and we'll put another one in. Doesn't cost you anything for that. And hard drive prices have gone up, especially the solid state drives. But yeah, so we can do just about any repair for your computer in our back room there. And if that's well, on the other side of the wall is our projection screen and our podium. So that's where that area is. And recycling is back there too. So anything recycling we do back there. And again, when we recycle, we'll open it up. We'll remove the memory and put that on a shelf if we can use it for somebody else. We'll take your hard drive out and erase it. We have a device, plug it in, and in a few hours, there will be nothing left on that drive. So if there was your tax returns or other health information or anything, it's all gone. And then we'll put it on the shelf and maybe use it for somebody else. And if it's a small drive, we might just put it in the recycle pile. And cost of membership, you already know that. Very reasonable. $25 per household to join for the first 3 years. And renewal, and this we need to repeat all the time, is for 3 more years. Renewal is $15 with the early renewal discount. Now, we do this in May and June. We offer a $10 early renewal discount. Membership is always $25. But in May and June, in order to get people to renew during that time, we offer the discount. So people love to save money, so okay. Because if we don't do that, then people will wait until October, November, when they have a computer problem. Then they come in, oh, I want to renew my dues. Well, we've already taken them out of our database. We've taken them off of Northstar, so they're off our email list. And now we're going to go through and just for them, we have to add them back to our database and add them back to Northstar. So it's a lot more work. So in order to save work for our membership person, we try to consolidate all those renewals to that 2-month period. And it happens that other people, they don't do that, and they'll still do it whenever they have a problem, but then it's $25. And July 1st, it's back to $25. I asked for questions. If anyone would like, I can give a tour of our lab after the meeting, or you can stop in during any of our open lab sessions. And again, I did that. They just walked across the hall, and they were pretty impressed with all the things that you just saw. our lab hours, when our monthly meetings are. And again, our attendance here is not, you don't have to be a member to be here. Anybody in Sun City is welcome. So just, we welcome everyone. If you're already a member, thank you. If you're not yet a member, we would appreciate it if you would consider joining. We like helping our members, and our members appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you at the lab or a monthly meeting. And that is the end of my presentation. So, unfortunately, I know you were expecting a library digital digital services that they offer at the library, and I was looking forward to that too. And we even had a couple of the library board members that were going to be here because they were interested in hearing that. I called and told them that yeah, we're not doing that because the library can't make it. So I don't believe they stayed. Question?
Excellent presentation about our lab. I've used almost all the services. They are absolutely wonderful. The help we get is beyond belief. It really is. It's like having a brother or sister with you, guiding you through the computer sometimes. It really is great. One other thing, Frank, bring you back here with the microphone. Again, is I wore my library shirt today. Thinking the library was
Oh.
So, I apologize for the library. I am a member of the Friends of the Library, and by the way, it's an excellent organization. You save a lot of money by using the library. They give you a little receipt. I've saved thousands of dollars by using that library over time. If you would like, I can give just a real quick thumbnail sketch of some of the digital that you have participated in and I participated in at the library. I can net it down to less than 5 minutes, I think, because I made some notes.
Well, we may do that presentation in the future,
Okay.
so we can.
Okay, interim to that though, they have a newsletter, bi-monthly newsletter. You can pick it up at the library or call them up, I'm sure they can send it to you. That has all their activities and their classes and things like that. They're really pretty good. They have classes on AI, we both attended, and they have classes on, what was it, the goggles and that.
Virtual reality goggles, yeah.
Virtual reality goggles, there was a great class too. And they have 3D printing and lots of great services there.
Well, we're going to be doing a lot of that too, so
I
that's.
just want to put in a good word for them because they look really bad right now. And I apologize being a friend of the library. I will bring it up to them, but thank you for giving them.
Well, I'm sure their board members will have something to say to them too. But thank you for the compliments. We do appreciate that. And like I said, you know, that's what we get out of this for volunteering, is the satisfaction of knowing that, you know, we've helped people and they've gone away relieved that their problem was taken care of.
Hey Ken, do we have just the one Apple computer in the lab? Didn't we have a few more at one point?
No, we've always had just one. There have been some that have been recycled, but we either try to give them away to somebody that can use them, or end up recycling them, because we don't have the space to. We discussed having more of them and replacing some of the Windows computers in the lab with Apple, but then we decided we have one that nobody uses. Why would we buy more? So yeah, so we decided, the board decided, yeah, but we're not gonna do that. So we have the one, and it's there if anybody wants to use it. We used to have someone that came in regularly and used it, but I don't know, I haven't seen him in a while, so I'm not sure what's going on with him. Any other questions?
I'd like to make a comment. Anybody in the audience that has a
portable, old, reel-to-reel recorder that they have been sitting in the closet for the last 20 years, and you're not using it very much or at all, bring it in.
What use do we have for that?
Occasionally we have people come in with a roll of tape and they want to play it.
Well, yeah, I don't know that we want to.
Big one,
Well, we'll have to talk about that.
just bring it in.
We don't have a lot of room for a lot of this stuff, so we'll have to. Okay, if there's no